Well, I bet you were expecting this, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Welcome back to 2064 ROM Walkthrough. Alright, let's see what recent save I have. Okay, so this is definitely the newest save. Hasn't been too long, too. Let's get started. Okay, so you're probably wondering why I'm playing 2064 again. Okay, so this is the random day for Friday to be consistent, so we're going to do artistic graphic games, so anything that's... So that includes anime, games with artistic design, artistic direction, or just artistic in general. Then they're in this category, so let's get back to it. I mean, we are. Of course. Good question. I bet. Okay, so now... Yeah, that was Tomcat. Already been to GG Park. That means get good park. Anyway. We've been to the Neo San Francisco Police Department. I guess you guys already would have guessed what that is, but let's get to it. Back to Hayden's apartment. Oh, I better say, because, you know, the important plot point's about to happen. Well, for anybody who's catching up, the last time we played this game, we were at Stardust Club, we met Tomcat, did a bit of kind of progressing the plot. We met a detective that my main character knew from the past because she was dating his sister. His sister was clearly a lesbian. That sums it up. Okay, so... And now we get back to it. As you can tell, I actually have been enjoying this game highly. It's a good, like, visual... Oh. What's that, Rob? Look at the Rob.
One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization. Authorization obtained. Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally.
Interesting.
You have been authorized to enter the scene.
Yep, thanks to my smooth talking. That was a dog barking? Really? I guess let's just get to it.
What?
What the? So, You could tell that this crime scene literally got messed with. Obstruction of justice is... Jeez, look at everything.
Oh no! No, 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 no! Our apartment! My home! Who could have done this? Why?
Good question, Turing.
What does the human revolution want with Hayden?
Good question.
Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do.
That's a pretty reasonable reaction from a sentient robot.
This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden.
Yeah, the music took a serious tone.
What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Oh, jeez, reality's sickening.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
Yeah, I know. It's like this robot's gaining sentience, and he's having a reaction like a human would?
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
I doubt it. I think that's gone.
We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Man, they went to town in this apartment. Poor plant. Good question. Why may Hayden did some hush-hush work, or he did something pretty revolutionary that they wanted his technology? They really wanted to send a message. I think this definitely sends a message indeed. Wow, the music is quite good in this. Tech scum.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target.
Unless you're the reason for his human resolution, or the human revolution propaganda. Maybe your existence is kind of adding fuel to the fire?
I know they don't like parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs.
Yeah, why would they target Hayden specifically? Unless this...
I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
We're gonna obviously look at the busted TV, but... It's nothing really pure or the strength of our species. That's kind of, well... how do I describe it? Xenophobia? No. So they're pretty much thinking that the human race is all the augmentation for cybernetics and altering our gene. Well, it says it right there. Is pretty much making us not human anymore, or we're not pure, even though humanity has never been pure and there has never been strength of our species. I think humanity is unique because of our willingness to preserve, endure, and thrive, and pretty much... You know what? I'm not an expert on this. What am I saying? Let's just continue the game.
I think the data cache is gone.
Yeah, I kinda got that feeling too.
We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken.
I feel like it's an important plot point.
I I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Maybe some kind of like media propaganda showing the truth of what is going on with Parallax. Maybe it involves you. No, I don't believe the third one. They could be... Someone could be framing the human revolution. Maybe they didn't do it. But they could be delaying Hayden's research. I just believe the second one. I just feel like someone is framing them.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized.
Like typical news.
Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey!
Whoa! What the?
What's wrong? No!
What the heck just happened? What just happened? Wait, does not autosave. Why would the game tell me that? What just happened? Did the game just glitch out? No, I think that's part of the game. That just freaked me out. That was a great transition to chapter 2, but that was a great cliffhanger. What the frick? Wait, did I just get shocked? What the frick just happened? What?
Thank goodness you're finally awake.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. I mean, one minute we're just talking, another minute I'm just pretty much having it. Well, my character's having a seizure. It's crazy.
I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized.
Oh, well, thank you for those statistics. You little robotic douchebag.
I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
So, you're glad I'm okay, but you just use it in a very scientific way.
I'm fine. Whoever ambushed us clearly wasn't interested in causing either of us serious harm.
Oh, but my screen just kind of... They pretty much caused me serious harm and trauma.
After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily.
Okay, so that possibly means somebody from Fairlight is involved. Maybe this was an inside job. Maybe someone was aware of what Hayden was doing with you, and they just didn't want to pretty much leave any trace, no loose ends. The plot thickens.
Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well.
Good point. You're bringing some good points.
Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler. If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape.
That would also make sense.
But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high.
Very high.
Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yeah, they got the data cache, so why not grab the sentient ROM with pretty much Hayden's memories and probably intact files? That doesn't make any lick of a sense. That is pretty odd, and you bring up a very valid point once I think about it.
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct.
Which is?
Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research.
So some rival company, or maybe an inside man, or like a mole in Fairlax?
Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
All are legit parts. It could have been someone that we don't know. No one we don't know before. That's a good point. I doubt the first one, because I think they genuinely didn't know who Rom was, so I doubt that. Otherwise they would have took him. And I don't think they were interested in Hayden's research to an extent. Maybe it was someone unrelated.
Possible, but a drastically improbable coincidence. The solution with the fewest assumptions is most likely to be correct. I think for now we should behave as if Hayden's kidnappers are closing in on us.
You bring up a good point. Oh, gosh, this game's bringing up some legit points.
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted.
So they were clearly skilled.
They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there.
Well, you're sentient, so you're human, in a sense. Huh. Getting all philosophical there.
Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
So you held on to my ID card, thank you, my earbuds, and the pretty much expired milk. Why would you hold on to the expired milk?
Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
Yeah, that's a good legit point.
Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Thank you.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, and here's your spoiled milk.
Why did you say that? You could have just threw that away. What's the point of that? Why did you give me my spoiled milk? That's the one thing I didn't want.
Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern.
Because they didn't want to deal with it.
And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
Well, of course it got broken. I fell down.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Oh, well, thank you. You really need to save the broken glass. Why, Turing?
Also, your bag got wet.
Well, of course it did.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
Well, yeah, of course. Why would we keep broken glass unless we were
Just
fighting?
let me know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
That's convenient.
Everything is okay.
That was funny. Okay. I bet. Well, yeah, he's your friendly Astro Boy. Did I really make that reference? Huh? Why did I get a trophy for that?
I think I recognize that voice, but I can't be sure.
Okay, game, I'll open the curtain. Seriously, Turin's basically Astro Boy. Of course it's metal. It's cold to touch. You're in a freaking hospital. Freaking hospital. Yeah, spoiled milk and metal bed. You'd be a sadist.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you from behind that curtain.
Well, I'm the main protagonist, so you can't hear anything. Except for Turin, he speaks for me for some stupid reason. Who are you? Who the heck are you? That's, convenient. Good point. Oh, I can't save for once. Oh wait, maybe I can. Yep, I can. Huh. I like how the game just said, like, make sure to save often, because your choices will matter. That's exactly what it was saying. Good, legit points, actually. This game is getting too close to home. So, who's he? Professor Xavier?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why? Oh, you're just not gonna give me an answer. Fine then. That's a good point. Okay, so who's this Professor? No, not Professor X. He looks like Astro Boy's creator. What was his name again? It's been a while since I've seen Astro Boy. It does seem like that.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Astro Boy's creator. That's all I can think of.
Has anything happened to him?
Well, first, who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
Well, that's quite a title.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet.
You know, if the meshnet just shut down, we'd be screwed. We wouldn't know who anybody was, huh?
And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite. I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof.
In a hospital, of course.
However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance. I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
Well, we might as well ask him all these questions. I mean, being the former CEO of literally Fairlight. Well, not Fairlight, but System 1 Software.
Ah, yes, as I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software.
Okay.
I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take.
So they basically fired you. Or, just canned your ass. There we go.
The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water.
That's a good metaphor.
So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me.
Yeah, like I said, they canned your ass.
Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
So you're a rich man who basically got fired or voted out the board, but you're still rich.
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the 2 companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system.
LIPS, yeah, that's what we use in the menu system.
He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
I'm curious about this Hayden. When are we going to meet him? I mean, he's not dead, so when are we going to meet him?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction.
We're literally talking to a talking robot right here, so science fiction's out of the water at this point. There's your realm of possibility right there.
He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life.
Is this like Ex Machina? Sorry. Great movie, though.
I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
You could have just said my name, but I get it.
Did you say she?
She? Yeah, he did say she. What?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her.
Who is she?
Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now?
Good
Hayden
question.
has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Of course. Ask away. The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable.
Can you move, or do you have to stay on the ROM like all the time? Do you have to take a number 1 and number 2 on the ROM? These are legit questions.
I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden.
What kind of diagnosis do you have?
It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck.
He's speaking truth.
Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did. I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information.
That's fair. I mean, we're kind of just... It's our best way, and we've been kind of just going in circles.
Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
Can we really trust this guy?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second.
Oh, you're not injured. I'm in a hospital bed. You pretty much are okay.
We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time.
We ain't run.
I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable. What do I want?
Yes.
It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court prince and pauper alike.
I like this guy.
But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger.
Is it a main character who's going to join our party?
I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
Oh, okay, we're talking about Hayden again.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
We don't really know too much about this guy. I think I should ask Turing straight up.
I don't think we have any choice.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes?
I don't know. Maybe you have an agenda, Fairlight.
It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears.
You know, me and my friend were talking about pretty much who are the villains. It's usually the authority types or the people who was closest to us who are the main villain.
I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls?
It was hard not to miss it.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
That's really convenient.
His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
How does he know this Brian person?
Ah, well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Oh, it's a lead.
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Seriously, what do you have that you have to stay in the chair all day? Like Professor X, sorry.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry.
That's also convenient.
Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you. I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both. Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further.
It was nice meeting you. I feel like you have a hidden agenda, but so far you seem like a nice old man.
Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Okay, I feel like there's a hidden agenda for this guy. He's nice, but I think there's a hidden agenda to it. Like, I can't 100% trust this guy.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yes.
You are one lucky dog.
Sure. You know, getting assaulted like that, sure.
Didn't I tell you to be careful? Do you get it now?
Yeah, pretty much being in the hospital. I think I freaking get it now.
I can't be around to pull your ass out of the fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry or your sister if you'd actually been hurt.
I was
I'm
hurt.
Sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure. Blame me. It's my fault.
It's not your fault. I mean, you're human. Well, you're a robot, but you're human with sentience.
Sure, because the robot fresh off the assembly line is gonna know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around.
I mean, she's bringing some legit points. Facts.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you.
Were you holding out on us?
Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing.
That's a pretty reasonable and very realistic, reasonable and realistic reaction.
Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal?
She's taken at this remarkably well.
The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that.
Probably some very specific things.
Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink.
What a very odd phrase.
Just get it together, both of you. I don't want you to get hurt, and it sounds like you're stumbling into a really dangerous situation.
Not by choice.
Plus, I'm starting to think that you were right.
Okay, well, spit it out.
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance.
Corruption in the police department? Who would have ever guessed that?
Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right?
Right.
Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story, but when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case.
Which is bull.
Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report.
Lexi's spitting some truth. Why is everyone literally speaking some legit facts and truths? That is odd.
As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Turing, gosh, you're a fan favorite. But he has a good, legit point of not revealing his identity. In this kind of, 2064 generation we're in.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought.
You say that.
But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing.
Frickin' politics, eh?
Which means somebody definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T.
8 politics, police politics, Graham.
Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I got assaulted. It's pretty personal now.
I've got a bad feeling people are gonna end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy.
Wow, thank you, Lexi. Yeah, don't want to die or get assaulted too.
And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
Oh, a zapper. That's convenient.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Of course I'm going to use it.
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety.
That's useful.
This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in Neo-SF without a license.
That sounds so convenient.
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
Lucky, sure.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Oh yes, I'm gonna totally be smart with it, as I do pretty much a troll face.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing.
Pretty much.
Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you, Lexi. Stay safe, stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
How many minutes has it been? 47. It does feel like it's been a while. Look at that teleprompter doing a thumbs up. Not thumbs up, kind of like that. You know, the old K symbol. Okay, well, let's save, because a lot actually happened. Pleasantly. I want to keep playing, but I think we should stop here. Let's save first. That's the thing about visual novels. Their stories are very much really well crafted. And they do take up time. Good visual novels. I don't know why I'm repeatedly saving. Okay, people, I think this is a good place to stop. The story really has been interesting from the beginning. And I'm curious where Chapter 2 will go. Because a lot of plot strands and plot threads are really done well. I'm very curious of how this story will end. This is one of the games I do want to come back to. Find any excuse to come back to it because it's a really solid story. Okay, so of course, get a laser gun and stay tuned. No, actually, let's change that. Just stay tuned.